What's up, everybody? This is Rob from Cappuccino Cunnilingus, episode whatever. I've lost track at this point. This
You
week,
need to be more, you need to get your shit together.
I do. I really do. If I'm going to be doing this live at a Comic-Con at the end of the year, I should probably know what number
It's
episode.
like episode, fuck it, you know.
Yeah. If you pay attention to this stuff, you know.
If you care, you know what number show this is. If you don't care, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't. So we're moving along. This episode contains me, Duncan Jay. I just hijacked your show, didn't I?
You always do.
I'm like, no, man, it's your show. And then I'm like, it's my show now.
I think you just want an outlet. You want people to listen.
Yeah, in a way I do, because nobody in my real life, no one listens to me. So when I'm on stage and performing, it's like people are listening.
Yeah,
and I don't have bad ideas.
I mean,
a lot of my ideas are really good.
I mean, even Hitler had some good ideas.
Well, look, you're gonna broken watches right twice a day, okay?
That motherfucker came up with Fanta. The Nazis created Fanta.
Actually, no, that's not true. That's not entirely accurate. Coca-Cola was served in Germany.
Yes.
But Coca-Cola invented Fanta, so it didn't lose its dollar so it could serve Fanta to Hitler and his troops in Nazi Germany and not lose money on it.
Kind of like...
Because it was like... Kind of like what?
Kind of like how we sell weapons to Israel so that way they can shoot Palestinian kids.
That's one way where we sell, weapons to ISIS to fight us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like tomato. You
pick your poison.
It's really like, hey, you know what? Like, let's put it this way. Okay, let's say you came up with a drink, right? Mm-hmm. And it's called Foxy's Moonshine. Mm-hmm. All right. You sell Foxy's Moonshine all over the world, mm-hmm. right? Then the next thing you know, we get into a world war with, let's just say, let's just say that everybody hates
America.
Palm Bay. Pretty close. They already do. Most of them. Anybody that's been there knows.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say the whole world finally said, you know what? Palm Bay is excommunicated from the Union, right? Mm-hmm. And you said, shit, Palm Bay, that's one of my biggest clients with Foxy's Moonshine.
They have like a 5,000% buy rate.
Shit, well, like, what if I called it Ducky's Do Goo? Okay? And we'll just let them have the Ducky's Do Goo, and we'll sell everybody else Foxy's Moonshine. And they're like, Ducky's Do Goo, yeah, Ducky's Do Goo, and so that way you keep your money, mm-hmm. but you also are able to keep your company from being controversial. Mm-hmm. Because you're not selling, you know what I'm saying? You're not selling the moonshine, you're selling the Do Goo.
Yeah. But at that point, aren't we in such an age where the controversy is worth as much press as the product pushing?
I guess technically you say that, yeah. But I mean, that's controversy's always sold, bro. Mm-hmm. I remember when I was back, I think it was like mid-90s, and right before I moved to New York, there was this whole thing up in the uprise. Mm-hmm. There was people complaining about there was an artist in New York who had taken a crucifix mm-hmm. and put it in a jar with urine in it. And they called it Piss Christ.
That's normal for New York.
but the thing was, though, is at that time it was not really that normal because there was a whole controversy about it. So where the mayor got out and he lashed out about it. And you know what happened to that? What is it when they put art in
a gallery?
Yeah, when they. Exhibit. You know what happened? Yeah. You know what happened with that exhibit?
They shut it down.
It sold out.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
It sold out because it had they had to have the cops go out there. The mayor had to send cops out there to keep the peace because it sold out, because controversy sells. Did you know that Passion of the Christ didn't spend $1 on advertisement until they had already made $150 million at the box office? Not one iota. They put a trailer together. That was it. But they didn't do any publicity. You know why? Because they were on the work. No. It wasn't even Mel Gibson. It was the controversy of the film. Because he wasn't in all that hot water yet with what he did afterwards. He had just kind of like dismissed himself from Hollywood, and then he produced this movie that was being done in Aramaic, a 5,000-year-old dead language that nobody really speaks. Okay, and then the news was they had pretty much a half hour every night on the news. On every channel, mind you, not just one channel, every channel of the people protesting the movie, or this, that, and the other thing, and like, that's genius. You want to know how you sell tickets? Piss people off. That's how you sell tickets. Piss them off. Because what you had a bunch of people who were like, going to see it to see how they portrayed the Jews. The other people were going to see it to see how they portrayed the Romans. Other people wanted to see it to see how bad Jesus bled. And the other people wanted to see it to mock it because they're atheists and they don't believe in anything. So, and then the other half, then another group went to blog about it, and that's why it became controversial.
Now, do you think that same line of thinking can be said for like politics that are going on right now? If you get enough people to hate something that it eventually becomes popular?
Yes. I think honestly, I think hate is a very it's ironic to say this, but I think hate brings people together.
It does.
I mean, because think about it like this. If you're on the line at, let's say, Walmart, and there's 8 people on the line, and there's 4 registers open, and each one of them has got 8 people on it, and they don't open. They've got 32 employees, but only 4 of them can run register. So you're sitting there and you're complaining to the person behind you about this is stupid management, this, that, and everybody else like, yeah, I know, right? Yeah. And you guys become friends now. Not like friends like I'll kill for you type friends, but you definitely both hate the cashier.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they're slow as shit.
Yeah.
Or you hate the person at the very front line who's counting out pennies. Or breaking out the coupons. Like, oh, come on. That's why I come into Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't have to deal with coupons. But then I mean, that's a very, like, tiny little piece of hatred that brought you together. Imagine if you had, like, an exorbitant amount of hate for one specific thing. And like somebody else you found hated that same thing. Y'all are gonna be best friends. Because if it's some outlandish shit, like, I don't know, I hate all foreign tourists. And people are just like, man, that's a weird fucking thing to hate. But you find that one person that hates foreign tourists as much as you, and you're like, dude, where have you been all my life? You know what I mean? Like, I've needed a friend like you. But then take that to the next level where it's people. It's a race, or it's a sexual orientation, or a gender. You know what I mean? Then take that to the next level, and hate breeds hate, man.
And the more broad of a spectrum you get, the more people you can rope in.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're talking about like so many people speak in generalities anyway, as I just did. As so many people. Like, I didn't give any specifics, but it's a generalization that there's a lot of people that speak in generalities. And so when that happens, and you don't have questions answered and stuff like that, it leaves in your mind a way that you draw a picture, and the way that somebody else draws the same picture, it might not even be the same thing. But because it's so broad and you guys agree with the statement, it becomes a bonding thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone goes, all the illegals, I hate all illegals. Okay. Now, in one person's mind, they're thinking just Mexicans. Do you know what I mean? In another person's mind, they're thinking maybe just Haitians.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And in somebody else's mind, they might be thinking
Cubans.
of Canadians.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because guess what? There's just as many illegal Canadians here in this country as there are illegal Mexicans,
Especially in Florida.
And the Canadians and the Irish and the ones that speak good English, those are the ones that are taking the jobs that all Americans want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not the people that want to work hard in a field somewhere and take care of their family and get their kids the best education that they can.
Yeah.
It's not those people. Look, I'm not. I think if you're an illegal and you have been here for X amount of time, I think there should be some sort of like way that you can do it the right way and stay here.
Yeah.
Because if you've been contributing to this country for so long and you have not caused trouble, you have not been arrested and all that shit, I think that shit should be rewarded.
Yeah.
Okay? If you are an illegal and you get arrested, go the fuck home. We don't need you. You know what I mean? They need to be deported.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're arrested, even once, deportation if you're illegal. Because guess what? If you got arrested once and you worked your way and
Now you're in the system,
right,
and they have to look at you in a different light, and now they have to do more work for you.
right. Well, see, but the thing is though, is if that one person had come in through the right channel and came in this country, got his citizenship, and then broken the law, he couldn't get deported.
Yeah.
But guess what? You don't get the same rights as a citizen does. You don't get 3 strikes. You don't get that. No.
Yeah.
No. You didn't do the right thing. So therefore, if you continue to not do the right thing by breaking the law, you got them.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, cut and dry. I don't know why anybody. Well, what about this and that? Yeah. What about their feelings? Guess what? My feelings got hurt as a kid. I turned out okay. You know. I might have commitment issues and shit like that, but I turned out okay.
Everybody has issues. This is how we deal with them.
Yeah. I'm just saying when when I was growing up, man, it's just,
it was way different. Yeah.
It was way different, man.
My mom would tell me stories about when she was 6 years old. She would run down to the corner store for my uncle that I never met, and she would buy his cigarettes for him at the corner store.
Oh yeah, dude, I bought cigarettes.
Run back to the house.
Run to the corner store, like, hey, my mom needs cigarettes and Bud Light. They'd sell it to me. I was 10 years old. Didn't matter. Because, it was like not that big a deal. You know what I mean? People you were taking it to your mom, And then a few bad apples come along, spoil the bunch. Now we gotta make we gotta do lawsuits. We gotta make disclaimers and shit. Like I got a joke that I do about there's not a lot of dumb 40-year-olds running around. I mean, there are some.
There are some.
Don't get it twisted. There are some, but they're not a lot.
Yeah.
Because as dumb as the dumb ones are now, there were some that were dumber.
Yeah.
Okay, because when we were kids, those dumb kids died because they tried to swallow a Lego. Okay, they did.
Or they put a fork in an electric socket.
Oh, fork in electric. We didn't have labels. They pulled down a. That's a beautiful dog.
That is.
Want to say hi, Beauty?
Hi.
Sit.
Hi.
Shake hands. Shake. High five. High five.
Hi.
You all right? Give him high five.
Nice.
Okay. You did good. You did good.
We're doing a podcast. I don't know if we're going to have to edit that out. Sorry, Fox is a poochophile.
Sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay.
You're fine.
We interrupted it by looking at your dog and saying something. That's on us. We started it.
Yeah, I mean, exposing your cock. Sorry.
That's okay. She's
You're
beautiful.
fine.
Beautiful puppy.
Oh my god.
All
That was
right.
a nice dog.
Yeah. Fox just poochophiled out over there.
I can't help it.
He started doing baby talk and everything.
If you look at my Facebook page, it is half political posts, half Pokemon posts, and half cute baby animals.
And 1/4 can't do math.
Yeah. Listen. 5/4 of all people can't do fractions.
I concur.
And 78% of all statistics are made up on the spot.
I heard it was 63.7, but who's counting? Anyways, all right. So we've done political, we've done Poocha Files. We're gonna talk Pokemon now.
Yeah. Dude.
No.
Oh my god.
No,
Please.
go to hell.
Please. What level are you on?
I'm still in 6, dude. I don't play that often, bro. I look. I downloaded it because I wanted to see what the hype was, and then I played it a few times, and then the 9-year-old wanted to play it, and then it became this little thing, and now it's like I want to play it, but I also see the people who are playing it, and I'm like, I don't want to be those people. You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro. It's. I think it's cool. I'm not a hater. I don't hate on the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I think, in fact, I got a joke about anybody that's hating on Pokemon right now. Probably the same type of people that hated on sliced bread when it first came out. Look at sliced bread now. Sliced bread has grown up, man. Sliced bread has become the thing that all things that are new are compared to, right? Like, wow, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. So. I know there had to have been at least 3 or 4 haters of sliced bread back in the day.
There had to.
Like, oh shit, what do you mean? They're coming out with sliced bread. What kind of pussy can't slice their own bread? I'm not letting anybody touch my bread. I'm the best bread slicer I fucking know. Okay, I like them nice and thick. They're never gonna cut it as thick as I like it. You know what I mean? So there had to have been some sort of controversy about the sliced bread coming out and just fucking everybody's mind up. Well, I'm not saying Pokemon is that thing, but who's to say 80 years from now people are sitting there just going, fuck, man, this is the best video game since Pokemon Go.
See, Pokemon Go already got eclipsed. I think. I forget which word. I'm tired. Eclipsed by No Man's Sky, which is a video game for PC and PlayStation 4 that has... It's on a CD, but they have a lot of cloud storage with their stuff. In their cloud storage, they have 18 quintillion planets. And just in case you wanted to know how many that number is, I'll probably put it in the video. Like, that's 18 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of 3 zeros after it.
6 sets of 3?
Yeah. That's a lot of fucking planets.
Yeah, it is. So what, like, I don't know, what is that? So you play that game on your phone now?
You play it on PC and PlayStation.
Oh.
But even if everybody let's say everybody in America, 300 million people, decided...
I think it's 315, but...
Well, we're going to say that can play.
We'll go 300, plus or minus 15. Okay.
300 million people divided into 18 quintillion, it would still take more than a lifetime's worth of play to visit every single planet. Everybody on Earth would have to visit a different set of planets in a lifetime, and they still wouldn't be able to do it, to see it all.
Wow. All right, dude. This shit just got deep.
Yeah. And it's weird because, like, I played Star Trek Online like a couple years ago, and like their space, how their space looked was black and had like white stars, and if you left the orbit of a planet, you would see the green and blue or whatever. This one is the cosmic, like Guardians of the Galaxy kind of colors.
Really?
Yeah. So there's
would you say Avatar kind of colors?
I would say Avatar kind of colors. Yeah. I mean, lots of greens, lots of blues, but also like lots of oranges, lots of purples. Lots of non-primary colors, and just different shades, and a lot of it being different variables on each planet too. It's a lot deeper and a lot more complicated than most people could even fathom. Like, the idea and concept of going into space would break some people's minds to where they wouldn't be able to function properly anymore. I almost had that experience when I played Star Trek. I can't imagine what I'm going to do when I play this game.
So you're kind of freaking out over playing the game?
I'm freaking out over how, like, especially when like VR comes out, like real VR, and how immersive you're going to get if you're going to be in that cockpit flying through space for hours at a time. Can you imagine what that's going to do to somebody? Like, having thinking they're flying.
You mean
through-
atrophy?
besides that, besides sitting in a chair for 8 hours a day, like imagine that's gonna do to somebody's psyche. Like just imagine being immersed in space for 8 or 10 hours a day, and then having to deal with this shit for another 8 hours. That's gonna be a huge difference in how people act. And
Oh, you mean they're not going to actually be interacting with each other? Kind of like worse than it is now?
well,
People hate each other.
oh yeah, I fucking hate I hate every fucking customer that walks into my store.
And why? What did they do to you? They just showed the fuck up?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? If they don't show the fuck up, guess what you don't have anymore?
A job.
A job, dumbass. I hate you for spending money at the place where the employees meet. You hear how stupid that sounds?
Yeah.
That sounds stupid, right?
Yeah.
Almost as stupid as somebody driving this Hummer. The fuck is that?
He must have a small penis.
Yeah, I was about to say nice car. Sorry about your penis.
It's alright.
Oh, of course, it's got a penis problem. Look at him.
Can't imagine. I'm gonna see this one come through.
Mm-hmm.
So, I see you brought.
He's like the poster boy for rape culture.
Quentin Quaalude?
Does Chevy make a Hummer? Because it's a Hummer, but it's got a Chevy plate on it.
You know
Does
what?
Chevy make Hummers?
I don't even think it's his car. I think it might be his dad's car.
I don't know. Did you see the colors on the side? Pretty sure it's his.
No, but what 22-year-old that you know can afford a Hummer?
I didn't say he bought the shit. I said it's his. It says his dad's name, but his dad don't drive that shit.
Order 297. Your Italian classic hoagie is ready.
In fact,
Order
his dad probably had that, and then that's how he got his mom, and fucked her in the Hummer back in the 90s. And he just gave that motherfucker to her. You know what I mean?
And it's been up to him to fix it and repair it and make it fun.
Yeah. I don't know. We just totally lived out this kid's fantasy, like his whole life. Like, we just fantasized his whole life, like, yeah, he's been working hard to earn that vehicle.
after we called him out
we said it was like he's got a small dick. He's been working hard, saving all his money with the part-time job that he has, factory. You know, save up the money to fix the Hummer.
Man, that dog's still getting attention over there.
Well, it's a beautiful fucking dog.
Yeah. So, so you brought the space cancer with you.
Really? The space cancer?
The space cancer.
I don't know. This might be the people who vape. Maybe, just maybe, they're the ones that live through the zombie fucking apocalypse. Just saying. Just maybe they are. Maybe they're the ones that are immune to the whatever airborne disease is going to cause zombieism.
Or maybe it's the cause of the airborne zombieism.
That's one way to look at it. But I like to think of it this way, is that maybe this puts it in our system so that we are immune to it. So it creates you know what I'm saying? There's certain toxin in there that becomes a shield. Listen, if you put enough toxins, I'm a firm believer, if you put enough toxins in your body, eventually they stop being toxins and start becoming preservatives.
Like Keith Richards?
Exactly,
Yep.
And Cher. Okay?
Really? Cher too?
Well, she puts Botox. That's a fucking toxin.
Yeah, botulism, yeah.
You know, botulism? Exactly. You know what I mean? That lady is like 80 years old.
Yeah.
You know? And you'd still hit it.
All right, here's the question. Betty White or Cher?
Cher.
Cher?
Because at least I could turn the lights off. With Betty, it's just like, I don't know which ones are her tricep and what's her titty.
I was going to say kneecap.
I was too, but it sounded a little hacky, so I went with tricep.
See, I would have picked Betty, because I feel like there's more people in the world that can say that they had a time with Cher than Betty White.
Hey, good point. That's a very valid point. But I'm pretty sure the people that Betty White had away with are now dead. So she was probably If you saw pictures of her when she was younger, I'm pretty sure
Oh yeah.
her and Cher could give each other a run for their money. Just so happens, though, that the people that bang Betty White are dead now.
There's less people alive that bang Betty White than there are people alive that have banged Cher.
Yes. Wait, there's more people... Wait, what? Say that again? How's it go?
There's less people alive now that have banged Betty White than there are more people alive.
Then there are of people that have not slept with Cher.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, there we go. See, we figured that one out.
Yeah. Eventually we'll get to the point. I have no idea.
Ugly light.
The ugly lights came on.
The ugly lights, the ugly music. Let's get this going.
Well, I'm waiting for... I mean, we saw a dog, and then this song... Is Sarah McLachlan coming on next?
I think she rolled...
arms of the angel.
She might be in that truck.
Maybe.
Maybe. So, how's the vape pen treating you?
It's good, man. I really only use it in very few instances. Like I'll use it if I'm at a show because I have a tendency to want to smoke when I'm a little anxious. When I'm driving, again, a little anxious. I'm smoking it now because I'm talking to you. I'm a little anxious.
I should be like, nobody should be anxious talking to me because the conversation could literally, holy shit, literally mean nothing. She could be your daughter.
I know. Yeah. That's why when you said "holy shit," I was looking around, and I didn't see anything to holy shit about. I saw a little girl.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what were you saying? Your conversation with you. What I said.
You shouldn't be anxious. You shouldn't be anxious with conversation with me because it either A, leads nowhere, or B, is completely irrelevant. Even if it's
C, all the above.
Or C. Especially when it goes on the internet for everybody to hear.
Oh, awesome. So, well, I think it's more. It's not so much that I was anxious talking to you. It's anxious to be recording something that might go out there because I'm not sure what I'm going to say and who I'm going to piss off. Or
listen, if I don't piss off at least 5 people during one podcast, I'm not doing my job right.
Well, then, do you have any Asian listeners?
No.
No?
There might be like one person from Hong Kong.
Well, there was, because I wanted to tell this story, but I wanted to ask the Asian listeners if it was okay, because if I do the voice of the lady that was talking to me, and it was a really kind of like a stereotypical Asian accent, am I an asshole if I do it when I'm telling the story? Because it's not me being rude, it's me
interpret.
Well, it's me, like, reporting actual events. You know, it's like, because I'll give you an example. The other day I was in Ruby Tuesdays, and I had my vest on.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, and this lady comes up behind me, and she goes, "It's summertime, why you wear leather?" Because the vest is leather. And I was like, I looked at her, I was like, I don't know this lady. Who the fuck is this lady? So I was like, I'm in Ruby Tuesdays, let me be nice, okay? I was like, well, this is, it's leather, so I ride my motorcycle, it protects me. She said, what about your elbow? I was like, well, I never really thought about it. I guess I got 2 of those, and they're not as vital as the organs that are underneath the vest. And she's like, you wear helmet? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, I have respect for you. Thank you. Yeah, Asian lady I've never met in my life. Like, honestly, a few years ago, and maybe if I hadn't been high when I was getting the salad bar, I probably would have turned around and was like, well, why are you wearing a workout outfit when you clearly don't go to the gym? But I didn't do that. I wasn't rude.
I've had a couple interactions with people like that. Mainly, I don't normally say it out loud. I either wait until they're gone and joke with it about my manager. Like, me and him will go back and forth. Or I'll do it all in my head, make myself laugh, so that way I'm not a total piece of shit to the next customer that comes up.
Right.
Because there's some people where it's just like, just listen to what I say. Like, there's, like, especially now, there should be, like, very, very simple rules when it comes to grocery shopping and retail.
It's pretty simple already. I mean,
It's pretty simple already.
What do you want?
I want it.
What do you want? Nobody to make eye contact. Nobody to say hello. Don't even breathe in your presence. Is that what you want? Guess what? You can be replaced by self-checkout. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, that's what you're hoping for? So
Yes.
what, so you can get unemployment?
No.
Order 336.
The less human interaction I have to do, the better.
But then you lose your job.
I'd still be stocking. They still need people to put shit on shelves. They can't figure out how to make a robot do that just yet.
Well, not and make it cost effective. I mean, they can do it, but it's not cost effective.
Yeah. It's still worth it to have somebody do it.
Yeah, and it probably always will be because, you could always boss around a human. You can't really. Once the rise of the machines comes, it's over.
Especially once they figure out that robotic management is cheaper to pay than human management.
Yeah.
No more human resources. No more having to fill out a salary.
No, but you're gonna have somebody. You gotta have somebody to fix the machines when they break, because they're machines.
Wouldn't that be what the part-time people are for? You get them and make them learn how to fix the machines and then screw off back to the shelves.
Well, the thing is, though, you're gonna have. Here's what's gonna happen. There's gonna once these jobs start opening up, there's going to be licensing. Like, you got to get the certification in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get a certification in, then you can't work certain jobs. So maybe they're hiring certified people, but maybe they're hiring people to just do maintenance on it. And when it comes to breaking down, it has to be repaired. There's a different branch. Because the people you're talking about are the maintenance people, not the repair people.
Yeah.
Maintenance and repair are two different things.
Yeah.
Maintenance is the day-to-day upkeep so the machines are running and properly and doing what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Repair is somebody who knows the machine inside and out, has either put them together or taken them apart, and knows exactly how it runs and how it's supposed to operate in order for it to run. The maintenance people just know that they change the water once a week, they change the oil every month, and then they fucking make sure that the plug never comes unplugged. Those are the fucking maintenance people. You know what I mean? Those are your numbnuts. Those are your $7 or $15 an hour people. You know what I mean? Or, minimum. Those are your bottom line staffers. Then the repair guys are the ones. Those are the guys that are going to make the big bucks. Because those are the guys that are going to be like,
they have to know everything.
Yeah, because imagine having to know every fucking platform for every fucking thing that's out there. The Linux, the C++, the fucking the different languages. It's like, that's going to be what happens with these fucking robots, because they're going to be so fucking goddamn advanced. You're going to have a degree just to work on it. That's my 2 cents.
I was going to say something about retail rules. 1, if I speak to you, please say something back to me. Do not just give me a nod, or do not ignore me. Like, that's.
I think that's just humanity rules. I mean, that doesn't have to be retail. That could be anything. Continue. I'm gonna rate your rules as they come up. This one right now is humanity. I like the rule, but it's across the board.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just a specific one for the. So let's stick with the specific for retail.
Throw out your own goddamn trash.
There you go.
Make sure to clean up after yourself, no matter where you are.
What trash are you talking about? You talking about the ones that are in the grocery carts? That,
and if you're taking something out of your car, like if you're let's say somebody was to bring a cup out of their car here and drop it. They're carrying a whole bunch of trash and they drop it here before getting it to the trash can. Pick up after your fucking self.
Okay, fair enough.
The other side of that is, at least where I work, we give out free coffee. Do not leave a mess of powdered creamer and sugar where...
Oh, that's I don't understand people who do that shit.
And leaving the packet pieces.
You made the mess, clean the shit up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't there before you got there.
Yeah.
Once you clean the shit up before you leave,
this is a national park. Leave it better than you found it.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Rule number 3. This comes to checkout. If you do not have your rewards card or your cash ready by the time I'm done scanning your shit, I do not want to have to play this game of, alright, which one are we going to do first? Have your shit ready when you get to the register. All I ask is be prepared. Whether you have 2 items or 200 items, be prepared. You know when you came in here.
Wait, here's the thing.
You knew.
Wait. Let me ask you this.
If you're a frequent shopper at a certain store,
okay,
and you know you have a rewards card.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Okay, I'll agree with you with the rewards card stuff like that. If you know you got a rewards card, you went out of your way to get a fucking rewards card, break that shit out. Have it on your keychain. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah,
I agree with you. But let me ask you this. Let me just want to.
Devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate. Why are you in such a hurry? You're a cashier. You get paid by the hour, right?
But it's...
Wait. Just answer my question. Yes or no? You get paid by the hour?
Yes.
Okay. You there for how, what, 8 hours, usually?
About.
Okay. What's your fucking hurry? Where you going?
I have other stuff I need to do other than be at the cash register.
But you're a cashier.
But I'm a cashier. However, most cashiers also have other responsibilities they need to complete. There's, at least with my job, I have to break down the coffee area. I have to clean up the manager's workstation to make sure that, there's like no fingerprints on anything, make sure, there's no like coffee ring on, where their computers go and stuff. I have to...
Where you work?
I'm not going to say.
Okay, not on the podcast.
Not on the podcast.
Not on the podcast, right. You tell me after.
Yeah. I have to...
It doesn't rhyme with Publix, does it?
No.
Okay.
No.
How about Den Wixie?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Not a major grocery store. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I also have to sweep and mop the entire front area where the registers are.
Okay.
And I also have to sweep and mop the kitchen and the bathrooms. And wipe down the bathrooms. That includes toilet seat, urinal, sink, and hand dryers.
Okay.
All in an 8-hour shift while being at the register.
Right. There are slow times, yes?
There are slow times, and I can complete most of it during those slow times.
Do you do those things before or after you play Pokemon at work?
Normally, if I'm doing something...
So you're not denying it, so you do play Pokemon at work?
I have it on.
Of course you do.
Because how else am I supposed to hatch eggs? I'm walking... I'm doing all this fucking walking.
Yeah, might as well. Okay.
So, like, if I let's say I'm sweeping or mopping the kitchen because nobody can fucking
now
see
let
me.
me just please still play devil's advocate. Hold on, let's go back to this customer, okay?
Yeah.
Is she breaking into your Pokemon time? Is that why you're getting fucking in?
No. I am not mad at the customer for breaking into Pokemon time. I know I shouldn't be doing it. However, my manager plays it too.
That doesn't make it right. That just means you're both wrong.
Exactly.
It's so stupid.
If I'm going down, I might as well take somebody down with me.
It's like whenever you get into a political argument with somebody and you talk about one thing that somebody, well, so and so did this.
It's
we're not talking about them right now.
Yeah, the straw man argument. Listen, if I'm going down, I'm bringing somebody with me.
It's not my fault. You made me first. All right, Batman versus Joker and Tim Burton's interpretation. You made me. You made me first.
But because there's no cameras in the kitchen, I'll normally turn it on, do my stuff. While I'm mopping and sweeping, I'm walking around and whatnot. Leave it in there. And then as I'm walking back out, I'll do it in my pocket. I'll turn my phone back on or off, whatever. Make sure everything's done. But it's not where, I'm out on the floor and I'm looking down at my phone. I'm not...
Right.
There's cameras. They'll call me out on my shit. So, I'm smart about where I play.
That's good. That's smart.
But I do have to do all of that while I'm at the register.
Right.
While I'm trying to do customer service.
Okay, fair enough. So, have your shit ready. I got shit to do. Go ahead, continue.
Do not fucking ask me if we use a chip. There is on the screen instructions. Swipe your card. There is a plastic piece inserted into where the chip goes that says swipe. Please swipe your card.
Time out. Okay, the other rules I got you. Okay, This one's really fucking petty.
This
All
one's
right?
petty, but
This
it's
one's
the
petty. No.
most important one.
It's not really.
It is.
Because guess what? You can change your mentality of it and be like, "You're stupid. Don't you see the sign?" Da, da, da. Or you can be like, "Nope, don't do it," and just move on with your life. Otherwise, it's gonna fucking consume you. Because guess what? People aren't gonna change because you tell them to change. You know what I mean? People aren't. They're just not. They're not gonna. If there's a stupid asshole that's asking for a trip today, there's gonna be another one tomorrow, and another one the next day, and another one the next day. So what you have to do is adopt the mentality that everyone is dumb. Well, yeah,
I already do that.
Everyone is dumb.
I already do.
And you'll never be surprised. You'll never be shocked
I'm
or
not.
pleasantly surprised.
I'm never
Now,
surprised, and
here's-
I'm never.
Well, you're pleasantly
never
surprised when you find someone smart.
Yes.
Exactly. That's my point.
I'm
You'll never
pleasantly
be
surprised,
You'll never be
and I'm
disappointed.
happy when I find somebody that
Right.
is prepared, that will let me do my job without asking a million questions.
Right.
Will just do whatever the screen says, not extra one right here. Don't make a fucking joke to me at the register. Don't make that stupid, "Oh, it's not scanning, I guess it's fucking free."
Oh Lord, really?
Don't tell me you didn't find the $1,000,000 fucking where the trash bags are. You know, don't tell me this, that, or the other thing. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Really, dude?
Yes.
Really? You're really that angry at somebody doing
Yes.
an old hacky fucking dad joke to you?
Yes.
Bro, you need to try decaf. I don't know how old are you?
22.
You're way too young to be this angry about stupid shit, bro. It's so stupid. You got nothing to be angry about right now, so you're being angry about
I have
nothing.
every reason to be angry.
No, you really don't.
Yes, I do.
Why?
You see the world we're living in.
Yeah, but you can either be mad at it or try to change it.
I do try to
There's
change
a difference
it.
between, listen, but here's the thing. There's a difference between being fucking pissed off for no fucking reason and then finding
I do
reasons
have
to
a
be pissed
reason.
off about.
I do have a reason.
What reason? Do you have a job?
Yes.
Are you making money?
Yeah.
Then shut the fuck up. People got a lot worse than you do, bro.
Apparently not
I'm
if they're
gonna
shopping.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, people got it worse than you do. I see them every day at the physical therapy clinic.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's a different story.
I'm putting your life in fucking perspective. I put my life in perspective every day when I see these people, and I go, you know what? I really don't have much to bitch about. I'm trying to do the same for you because it'll help. It'll take a fucking world of fucking things off your shoulders, off your chest. If you just realize, guess what? No matter how bad I got it, no matter how bad you got it, you don't got it nearly as bad. There's someone's always got it worse. And if you're fucking broken, laid up in a hospital, you're still breathing, you still got it better than the dude in the morgue. You know what I'm saying? So always look at. I always try to tell people look at life that way because if you look at life about how stupid people are and how dare you ask me the question that they posted the sign, but dude. Maybe the cataracts are all fucked up. Maybe they don't see it. Maybe it's the first time in a fucking store. They're asking you because you're the guy. You're the guy that has the answers. You're not just some.
They don't pay me enough to have answers.
They pay you enough. They pay you enough to be there out front, and not for them not to have to answer. They're managers.
That's the fucked up part is they still have to come over sometimes and have to explain shit. Like even after I explain.
And that's fine. That's their job. That's what they get paid to do. They get paid to come over and handle it. But you need to you're too young, man. Too young to be the same. You're gonna have a fucking stroke before you're 30. Calm the fuck down, bro. Jesus. I'm getting angry because somebody asked you if does this take chip? No, bitch. Like, how does that even, I can't wait till you get old and ignorant and don't know shit about the new technology.
I would stop going outside.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
And
you're not gonna.
Because by that point, you can have your groceries delivered, you can have your freaking toilet paper delivered to you.
You can have that shit delivered now. It's called Amazon Prime.
Exactly. But by then, they'll have it perfected.
If you go move to a big city called Fresh Direct, it's perfected. Fresh Direct's been doing it for almost 20 years. Since I lived in New York, fucking in Brooklyn, and they used.
Well, they also had bodegas with the courier services up there too.
But Fresh Direct delivered our fucking groceries. We'd go online, we'd pick the groceries we needed, and they deliver them straight to the fucking door, take it out of our bank account. And we come home and groceries would be sitting at the front fucking door. It's fucking awesome. It's a good feeling. Same thing with the fucking laundry service. Like you used to be able to take your clothes to one of the dry cleaners there in Brooklyn.
Well, we had that.
And they would wash, dry, and fold your clothes for you. And you dropped them off. You came back that afternoon, picked them up, closed it up. You never had to do laundry. It's a beautiful thing.
We had that in college with our chef wear, with our chef jackets and pants and whatnot. You could pay like $100 a month, and once a week they'll grab your 5 chef jackets and 4 chef pants. And
their laundry, the laundry at the dry cleaning place, they did it by the pound. I think it was like $8 a pound or something like that.
It's not bad.
So no, yeah. So you could literally like get your clothes washed, dried, folded for like $20.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And just be done. Just be like washed, dried, folded. You drop them off. You come back. You go to work. You know, you come back that afternoon or pick them up the next morning, whatever. They're done. Wash, dry, folded. All you gotta do is take them out, put them in the goddamn in the drawer. Unless you're OCD freak and you gotta worry about how certain things are folded and rolled and
Freaking
shit like
hangers
that.
and
Oh
shit.
my god, yes. But if that's how you are, then you know, don't use that service.
My grandmother gives me so much shit for washing my work clothes with like my t-shirts and shorts, because apparently they start to smell the same. They start to smell the same. It's my fucking body. It's, no matter what I wear, I'm still gonna smell the same. It's still me. I still use the
But
same.
you work
I
at a
use the
grocery
same-
store and they have certain, like if you're doing certain things at a grocery store, you bring that smell home on your work clothes,
Yeah.
not necessarily on your other clothes.
Yeah.
So, you know, she probably she used to work in a restaurant.
No.
She never worked in a restaurant.
No.
So that's some restaurant shit.
She worked for the state for 35 years.
If you work in a restaurant, that's the shit that you don't do. You never wash your restaurant clothes. Your regular
Oh yeah,
clothes. That shit's the stuff.
when I worked in the kitchens as a dishwasher, I would never wash like my t-shirt with anything else. That would be separate.
Oh yeah, you got to keep that shit in a plastic bag until you wash it. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's a dishwasher, anything on the line. But even as a waiter, I never washed my fucking regular clothes with my work clothes when I was a waiter. Never. Ugh. So how we doing on time here? Are we actually recording?
Yeah.
It's still recording. Wow.
It's 47
I don't know.
minutes.
So all 2 listeners, can you hear us?
There's probably more than 2.
I know. I'm just saying.
Actually, there probably is only 2.
Is it going live right now?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
live on the internet right now.
So there's no way you can interact with anybody though.
There is. When I'm not on my phone, like if I have my laptop, I can normally like there's a chat and everything. I can.
Oh, is
talk
there?
to people.
Okay, so this is all right. Okay.
Yeah. Like when I go do the live shows at the end of the year, I'll take my laptop with me because I'll have. If my friend doesn't make it down, I'll probably have him like interacting and like talking to me during the show and whatnot.
Right.
Because I really want to get, because it's at a Comic-Con, I want to get a cosplayer each night and then 2 other panelists as well. So it's a set of 4 people on the stage.
Where's it at?
It's in Orlando.
Okay.
It's a little con called Holiday Matsuri.
Holiday what?
Matsuri.
Okay.
And they've been doing shows in Orlando for I think like 10 years or something. They're fairly well known in the community. Just overall, I didn't even think I'd get one. I didn't think I'd get one panel, let alone fucking 2, on Friday and Saturday night at the times that I didn't request. I requested like midnight to like 2 a.m., whereas they gave me 10 to midnight in the main room.
10 to midnight, so you're filling 2 hours?
I'm filling prime time 2 hours immediately after the con in the main room. My first year doing it.
Wow. So what are you gonna do?
I don't fucking know. Like, if I have to commit ritual suicide on stage, I will.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know what I have to do, but
Reach out to some of the Melbourne cosplayers on Facebook. There's
That's-
a Melbourne cosplayer page.
I reached out to a friend who I interviewed on my 3rd episode. She has a couple connections with
What's her
people.
name?
Her name's Liz.
Talk to Angel Jones.
Angel Jones. All
She's
right.
on my Facebook page, Angel Jones. If you're a freak out there, don't you fucking go talk to her, okay? Anyways, But yeah, Angel Jones, she'll be able to hook you up with some of the South Coast people around here that know people over there. So yeah, it's pretty big over there.
Yeah, I mean, especially because it's Orlando. It's the week before Christmas. You know, I want to do like giveaways. I want to have like as much going up into it as I can, and have a plan in mind.
Well, you know what? Do you know that every year at Christmas time I do the roast of Santa Claus?
Oh yeah. Well, you also told me about the Halloween roast where everybody picks a comedian.
Yeah. We're gonna be doing that one.
Do they have to be dead, or can they be alive?
No, they can be living. They can be living. There's no stipulations as to who you pick.
Okay.
You pick a comic. You dress like the comic. You do your best impression of the comic, and you do 5 minutes of their material. It's called Hackoween for a reason. This is one night out of the year you're allowed to be a hack and do someone else's material. It's just an homage to the great comics that have come before us, and it's a fun way to celebrate Halloween without having to dress as a slutty version of whatever. Ladies.
I mean, if you're doing Amy Schumer, you might as well, but
exactly. But that's one of my favorite shows of the year, man. Like the October and then December, and those are fun shows, man. That's my favorite time of the year. And then and then in January we'll have our anniversary show at Open Mics for 4 years. 4 years, man. I can't believe Players is gone, dude.
Did you want to talk about it?
There's not much to talk about. It's gone, man. It's just, nobody really showed up, and the owner said that he thinks that he can get more people in there on a Tuesday night rather than having people who take up a space where normally there would be dart throwers. You know what I mean? Because that space right there is all set up with the darts and everything. And he's like, there was dart players that were coming in being turned away because the comedy was there. And if we're not bringing a crowd and the darts is, then you got to go. It's a business decision, man. It was nothing personal. And I didn't take it personal. I even talked to the owner of the club, and I was like, listen, we left it on good terms, too. I mean, he was like, listen, if you ever want to do like a special something here, like on a Saturday or whatever, come on down. We'll talk about it. We'll work something out. And I told him, okay, but I mean, look, the reality is that's a very difficult place to get people to come. Location. Like I was telling you about the time when you do comedy.
Yeah.
Look, it's a pool. It's a smoky ass pool hall.
Yeah. In
the middle of 2 trailer parks. So, how comfortable does it feel rolling up in that place?
Not very.
A little sketchy.
Yeah.
And the clientele that I usually deal with are not usually the type of people who are going to a sketchy, seedy, smoky bar in the middle of fucking 2 trailer parks. And I tried to tell him that the smoke is probably one of the biggest deterrents of the entire fucking place. And not just audience members, comics too.
Yeah.
Like there's certain comics that would have to go first and then leave, or they haven't been able to play there at all because it was a smoky fucking bar. So it was.
I mean, the first night I was in there, like, after maybe 4 or 5 comics, I walked outside, my eyes were bloodshot because of how smoky it was. The first night I was in there.
Right. And that's the way it goes, and that's what I told him, man, and he was like, I don't know, man, nobody else has a problem. I was like, yeah, because the people you're talking about that don't have a problem there are fucking smokers that have been coming there for 30 years, as long as it's been, because, I mean, the reality is, they've smoked in that bar since it opened. So even if they stopped tomorrow,
they're still in the walls. Yeah.
It's still that stench is still there for 20 years to come until they tear the place down and build up this place. It's straight smoke. You know what I mean? And people who don't smoke, people who do smoke don't understand the people that don't smoke, and they don't understand that they smell good all day till they come to your place and then they leave. They smell like fucking smoke, and it's nauseating to them. You can't fault people for not wanting to go to a smoky bar anymore. It's not the 80s, it's not the 90s, you know what I mean? Shit changes, man. And that's the one thing that that doesn't change, is that change is inevitable. It's like, that's why it makes me laugh, all these people that fucking they're afraid of change, but that's all there is, man. All there is change.
The only thing you can
let's make America great again. Let's just make America great first.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been great in a long time.
And even then, it really wasn't that great.
And even then, it was only great for some of us.
Yeah.
So let's make it great for everybody first.
Yeah.
You know, or at least the majority.
Yeah.
Well, it was great for the majority. Yeah, technically, I guess you're right, because white people were the majority, but still, even, you know, middle class. Well, there's still a middle class, but people are shitting on them. You know what I mean? The union class was made up of a lot of unions. The unions are going away. And fucking everybody wants to fucking.
I don't think unions are going away as much as they're becoming like clubs. It's become, you know.
Well, they become clubs and lobbyists.
Yeah.
For the most part, because whatever the union wants to do, whatever their field of work is, they have lobbyists that go and talk to the politicians to get the laws or whatever passed that they need to get passed to make their specific, you know, job or their specific, you know, union thrive. So it's, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, the lobbyists we don't need that shit.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of people. Like, and that's why, you know, it's not a government of the people, by the people, for the people. It's a corporation by the corporation, for the corporation. And there's not really shit we can do about it. You know what I mean? Until we get enough people in there, enough senators or what have you in there, to change the laws, to overturn or repeal the Citizens United, and honestly, to me, term limits. We need term limits for these things.
We talked about, you posted this on Facebook earlier, and I wanted to talk to you about it a little bit more in depth, because as much as I like it, I like the idea of it. However, the devil's advocate of that question is, if people are coming in and out of there every 8 years, do they have enough time to accomplish anything?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Okay, you go back and look at the senators that are in office and have been in office for like the last 20 or 30 years. A majority of their appeals or bills or laws or whatever they got passed or whatever their job is, a majority of their accomplishments came within the first 2 terms. And the rest of the time that they've been there, they've been resting on their laurels. Okay? And what happens is they establish they make a name for themselves in their first 2 terms, and then they float through the rest of the time because they're making, you know, they're getting bigger on the political stage, they're writing books, they're doing this, they're doing that, right? Now mind you, these guys who've made a name for themselves for 8 years, you got junior senators or whatever coming in, as well as other people who are virtually unknown in political society, who are going to these guys and getting them to sign off on their bills because they have the pull because their first 8 years. So now they just ride that wave on their laurels. Because let's be honest, outside of his first 2, maybe even 3 terms, what did Ted Kennedy do at all, other than sign bills or co-sign bills of people who were putting shit together? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, if you go and look at it, a lot of these senators that have careers in the Senate and in the House, these guys are just they do the first 2 terms, they work like they said they were going to work, and then they get bought. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it like this, lobbyist comes up to you and you're a strong-willed, you know, senator, and this is your 2nd term, you know, and they come up to you and it's like, listen, you've been doing a really good job the last few terms, but here's the thing, we need you to vote a certain way on this bill, and then my employer is willing to put about $10 million into your next campaign fund. Okay, because once they've been elected 2 years, now they're 2 terms rather. Once they've got the 2 terms under their belt, now they're hungry for it. Now they gotta have it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like crack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once you
and that's
like,
go ahead.
And now they gotta have it. So now the next 4 years is not spent doing the bills and doing the things for
It's
that
about maintaining the
constituency.
power.
It's maintaining the power to be able to do the right thing for the constituency, not necessarily doing it, because now you're beholden to these lobbyists who just told you you're going to get $10 million for one vote. You just got to vote once on this bill. That's real easy to be like, okay, well, which way you want me to vote?
But that's where the line gets drawn is if you want to take a moral high ground on something,
right?
That's where you can do it.
But there's always a catch-22 though, because they say, okay, if you sign this way, we'll give you $10 million, but if you don't, we're gonna do something that's gonna embarrass you. We're gonna do something that's gonna make you not,
That's why.
And a lot of times that shit is something as little as smoking a joint or masturbating to something else. You know what I mean?
This brings up an important thing that I wanted to talk to you about. I think comedians would make the best politicians.
Well,
as much as every comedian says, "Oh, I'd never want to do it. I'd never want to do it."
Well, yeah, I think they would to a certain extent.
Having the open mind to be able to look at something, make a joke about it, but still be able to be like, well, maybe if you spin it this way, maybe if you look at it from this perspective, because comedy is about perspective. It's about bringing
and
a
the
new,
truth is,
bringing a new view
there's
to
actually
something.
a really good comedian right now who is an actual senator, Senator Al Franken.
Yeah,
Al Franken was part of a comedy duo in the late '70s, and he was on SNL for years. And he was. Did you ever see the movie Trading Places?
Yeah.
Okay, remember the guys on the train that were the loading guys?
Was that?
That was Al Franken.
You're kidding.
I shit you not, dude.
Now I have to go watch that.
You gotta go watch it because he's in that and he's like hoo, 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 making faces at the gorilla, right? And he's like, I think he likes you, man. That's him with the bit. He's the shorter one. Then it was Franken and forget the other guy's name, but that was the comedy duo, and they were in this movie because they'd been on Saturday Night Live with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? So they got this little bit part in the movie, and so did John Belushi's brother is in it too.
Really?
He's the guy that gets put in the gorilla suit yeah.
Really?
Well, I take that back. He's the one that they steal the gorilla suit, put the bad guy in, and put the bad guy in with the gorilla in the gorilla cage.
Okay.
In the gorilla suit. Yeah, it's Jim Belushi.
But I think to combat the I want to say power struggle, to combat the hunger for power, so being able to look at stuff from an open mind, new perspective.
I think the biggest reason a lot of comics wouldn't want to go into comedy is because
or politics.
I should want to say yours. Yeah. A lot of comedians wouldn't want to go into politics is because they wouldn't want people to stop taking them seriously. Because once you're a politician, that's like, okay, this has got to be the ultimate joke. You know what I mean? What's and I'm being facetious there, but I think a lot of times we get caught in our heads because you know what? I know for a fact most of the comedians I know do not come from a very law-abiding background.
Yeah.
So,
but
some of the smartest ones I know were the worst. And the reality is that as soon as you throw your hat in that arena, all your shit gets dug up.
But you know what? You can, if you really wanted to, you can play to the everyman and be like, listen, I've put in my time. I've done what I can to... Yeah,
but that's one way. Yes,
I think more people would agree to vote for somebody with an open past, willing to accept it, than they would if somebody tried to fight it and argue, no, that was a different person, or that wasn't me.
Here's the thing. Here's what you're not understanding. Comics are people too.
Yeah.
It's not so much that the people find out.
Yeah.
I don't want people digging up my fucking past. I don't want to relive it. I don't want to have to go there every fucking time I turn around. Because some of this shit is shit I have been trying to forget. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to fucking talk about it. Mm-hmm. I'm human, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And And the fucking you want to talk about annoying? You want to talk about fucking people being annoying? Imagine if you were. Well, I'm just saying, you're sitting there talking about as a goddamn cashier, you get annoyed by people not being prepared. What about people that sit there and harp on the same fucking thing at you, and your Facebook, your Twitter, your fucking... Think about that shit, man. That shit is fucking... Them. Yeah, you do. Here, right now, because who are you? You know what I mean? And you can fucking delete these people. But I'm talking about turning the TV on and seeing your fucking name being slung through the mud. I'm talking about turning on the radio and people talking shit.
I do a podcast.
Whatever. You fucking. I'm talking.
I would do a podcast, talk about it, laugh about it, and be like, it doesn't matter. You can, but if you own up to it and accept it,
but when you're
you
a
can
senator,
go right past it.
If you're in politics, you don't really got fucking time for all that shit. That's my point. My point is this.
There's a lot of downtime when it comes to politics. It is obscene how much downtime there is.
Right, and I'll agree to you with you for a certain extent. But my point is this: do you want your downtime having to fucking combat bullshit that you fucking try to leave in your past?
No, I'd fill my extra time with doing a podcast and smoking a joint and playing Pokémon Go.
Well, that's if they passed it and made it legal. Yes.
Even if they did, come on.
All I'm saying is there are a majority of sane people. Okay, maybe not you. Okay, maybe this whole idea of me telling you that this being constantly in the fucking turmoil and the fucking eye of people just does not sit well with certain people.
Oh yeah, I get that. That if you have like anxiety or if you have just
not even anxiety, it's just fucking annoying, bro. Just see it all the time. Like, oh god, just let it fucking go, dude. Just let it fucking die. You know how many times I've seen fucking stories about the same person and it's the same story over and over and over again, and I'm just going, even I'm like, fucking leave the dude alone. Jesus Christ, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, they're relentless. Every day it's something like, new, like, what dirt can we get on? I remember there was a time when celebrities were just known, they were revered, and they were dumb. You know what I mean? People just thought, the worst you said about a celebrity is like, they're stupid Hollywood actors. You know what I mean? And it's the thing is, though, is if you look at some of these actors, bro, a lot of these actors are smarter than anybody gives them credit for. I mean, think about what it takes to sit there and break down because okay, let's just take for instance your favorite movie. Okay, your favorite movie. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
All right, but your favorite movie. Do you think those actors in that movie were dumb?
No, I think they're all brilliant.
What's your favorite movie?
I have two, but the one I'm going to say that I think
Which one was the one that popped in your mind when I just asked you that question?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Okay.
I can rattle off like 5 names. Michael Cera.
Okay.
Brie Larson. Chris Evans. Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Kieran Culkin.
Yeah. And what's her name?
This is not called rattling off, by the way. This is called thinking out loud.
The girl from 10 Cloverfield Lane, Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Okay, good. You named 5. Good job.
Yeah.
My point is this: is a lot of times people like. Let's just take for instance. I'm going out on a limb here. Sylvester Stallone. Hear me out. Hear me out before you even fucking say a word. One of the smartest dudes in the business. I'm gonna tell you why. Like a lot of people go, Sylvester Stallone, he's probably the dumbest motherfucker out there. First of all, no. He sat on Rocky for 15 years because none of the studios would let him play Rocky. He had that written, okay? And he sat on it until somebody finally fucking picked it up and allowed him to play Rocky. Could you picture anybody else in that role?
Maybe. If it was the right person, maybe. But if you're talking about being able to do it over and over and over again, I think he's the only one.
Okay, well, bottom line is, that character he wrote was one of the dumbest characters in film cinema.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Guess who wrote it?
He did.
Sylvester Stallone did. Because you know who else was in that? Adrian. She was one of the smartest characters in that movie. You know what I mean? Then you had the Paulie. Then you had Apollo Creed. He wrote all these characters. He wrote every one of those, man. And I'm sorry, but as an actor, you got to be really fucking smart and in tune with people to be able to write characters like that. Especially as dumb as he played Rocky Balboa. You know what I mean? But he had that, you know. And then if you see him play anything else, he's not a dumb guy. You know what I mean? And anyway, my point being is that back when I was a kid, the worst people had to say about actors is they were dumb. You know? Now everybody's like, they want to know if they had a sex tape. Did they fuck their cousin? You know? Are they left-handed or right-handed? Are they, you know, do they wipe with their left hand? What kind of toilet paper do they use? Shit that nobody. Who cares?
Who cares? As long as it's toilet paper.
Are they good actors and are their films entertaining?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but you know, not for nothing, but Michael Cera is not a good actor to me. I don't like that kid. Michael Cera looked like he wandered into the room and is pretending to be an actor so they don't figure out he's not an actor. You know what I mean? He's like,
he kind of just wanders on sets.
Thank you guys for having me. Script set.
I feel that way about Jesse Eisenberg.
I think they're the same person. I mean, not literally, but like, you know, I think Michael Cera was
has an alter ego and his name is Jesse Eisenberg.
No. I think Michael Cera is the poor man's Jesse Eisenberg. Because if you can't afford Jesse Eisenberg, you get Michael Cera to do it.
There's
you know what I mean? Like,
there's a meme out that shows the Pokemon evolution of like Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard.
Yeah.
And under it is Michael Cera, Jesse Eisenberg, and Andy Samberg.
Ah. Okay.
Just because of their hair.
Right.
How crazy it gets.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, I can see that.
But it's just like they play the same characters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like wow, okay, you know. And let's be honest, Michael Cera's played the same character since he was like 12 in Arrested Development. Do you know what I mean? Like the same character.
Yeah.
It's not. He's the Tom Cruise of fucking teenage actors.
Well, Seth Rogen's basically played the same character all his life.
I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I mean, let's be honest, there's very few actors who haven't played the same role in multiple times. The two actors that pop in my head immediately when I think of great character actors who've never played the same two roles, or the same roles the same way, or two different roles the same way. Okay? Because they played in multiple movies as the same character, but it was a different character from what they played before, is Gary Oldman in anything.
Okay.
Gary Oldman has never played the same character except for in the sequels of the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when he would, and the sequels of the Batman movies. You know what I mean? But those are the same character. It's not a different movie.
Yeah.
It's just the same character. You know what I mean? The other one who is way different in every movie he's ever in is Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is different in every single movie.
And
so
is Gary Oldman. I'm telling you. And Gary Oldman's even better at it because he's been doing it. Go see. Have you ever seen True Romance?
No.
True Romance. He plays a pimp, and he's like this white dude who talks black, but you never know that he was British because he. Oh my God, dude, it's amazing. And then he turns around and he plays. He plays. I just saw The Fifth Element the other day. He was the bad guy in The Fifth Element. I was like, holy shit, I totally forgot about that. Then he turned around and plays. Fucking Dracula. Then he turns around and he fucking plays Commissioner Gordon. You know what I mean? Then he turns around and he plays in the Book of Eli as this feeble old old dude who got shot in the leg. He was walking around with a cane. You know, the man can play anything. You know, and in every movie he's in, he's like. It took me like when I first saw the Christopher Nolan Batman. It literally took me 10 minutes to figure out who Commissioner Gordon was. I was like, I know that guy. Someone would have fucked on him. And then I saw the credits. I was like, son of a bitch, get out. Really? You fucking hit unbelievable.
I guess because.
And then he was Sirius Black in Harry Potter.
I guess for me, like Johnny Depp, I guess because I've seen enough of his movies, I can tell you it didn't take me long to figure out who he was.
Right.
Like if I know, like if you're watching like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something, you can tell he's Willy Wonka because there's nobody else in that movie that could be that person.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to show you Tusk or Yoga Hosers, you wouldn't know that person that's on that screen was Johnny Depp. You would think that was just some random guy off the street from Canada because of how in-depth he can get into something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just takes roles because he wants to. It's not even about, the payday or anything.
Well, yeah.
He just likes to act, so he'll do what he wants.
But again, you look at somebody like Bruce Willis, who has been working for years, but every movie he does, he's the same guy.
Yeah.
Another one is Tom Cruise. Every movie he's in, he's the same guy. He's just an arrogant asshole.
Main protagonist.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's just the cocky son of a bitch who gets shit done every fucking movie. Keanu Reeves, same thing.
I think Keanu Reeves has evolved over time. I think he's gotten not necessarily better, but he's made it different.
He's less stoner teenager, more
conspiracy theorist adult.
yeah, pretty much, which is pretty much the migration from stoner teenager to, oh, don't tease him, hit him. But I mean, yeah.
Jesus Christ, come on.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Fucking George Michael.
Dude, it's almost 10. It's almost 9 o'clock.
It is? Yeah. That means we've been going for... Alright, let's do 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes.
Alright, 90 minute podcast.
Yeah. Okay. That's average.
Is it average?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I don't give a shit. I thought we were going long. I was like, holy shit.
No.
Okay.
No, I like to do 90-minute average.
Alright, well, but I mean, there's a lot of actors that are out there that, like I said, very few of them that you could sit there and honestly say that that they play different roles. Very few of them you would say play something different in every one of the movies. Mm-hmm. And the ones that do are like some of the best actors there are. And they go underrated. I mean, where's Gary Oldman's Oscar? Okay, if you watch he played Beethoven, he played Dracula, he played played Sid Vicious and Sid and Nancy. He's fucking done. I mean, the man has played the Gambit. You know what I mean? He hasn't played Gambit, but he could.
I think he could do Cajun.
He could do it. I know he could. But the point I'm making is that, I mean, where's his Oscar? You know what I mean? He's done some amazing fucking work. I mean, Leo got his, and Leo's a good actor. Yeah. He kind of plays it. He
deserved it way before. I don't think he got it for the one I don't think he deserved the one he got it for. I think there were missed opportunities.
And you know what? I feel the same way about Denzel's Oscar too.
Which one did he get it for?
He got it for Training Day, but I don't think he should have got it.
I think he should have got it for John Q.
It's exactly the movie I said. But the thing was, though, it was more the John Q was not as popular as Training Day was.
Yep.
Because it came out the same year.
Yep.
It was like right around the same time.
See, and I'll always pick John Q to watch over Training Day.
And I watched Training Day just the other day, but I love John Q because, the thing is I think the biggest reason that they did it for Training Day was not only because of the popularity of it, but the drastic change in character that he made. Because he does always play the kind of protagonist guy, but in that one, he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
And so it made it like, whoa. You know what I mean? He just did a 180 there because you didn't know what to expect when you first watched the movie.
Yeah.
The very first time, you did not see that coming. But I mean, I really liked him. I mean, shit, he got the Oscar for best supporting for Glory. With Matthew Broderick back in I think it was like '89 or something like that. I remember watching that movie. That movie was amazing. Fucking like I was always a big history buff, so I loved watching that. And another movie he did really, really well had to do with the military too was a movie called The Soldier's Story.
Okay.
And it was adapted from a play, and it was an all-black company. And I guess it was World War II military. It was an all-black company at the southern base where there was a black officer that was killed. and they blamed it on white officers. Okay, come to find out, it was one of the characters in the barracks.
Really?
And so they tried to pawn it off on the white boys because they didn't want any of them to go to our floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it was a really, really riveting. Adolf Caesar was in it.
Wow.
Old black actor who's been around for years. And, it was a really, real soldier story. If you get a chance to look at it, man. It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Denzel's one of my favorite actors.
I think to me, like, there's a lot of people that either haven't gotten what they've deserved in regards to awards,
Right.
and that, you know, people are just waiting to give them what they deserve until, you know, there's...
Well,
I think they have a list. I think they have a list of, like, all right, who can we give it to this year?
Well, it's
all right,
like, well, you
this.
saw when Scorsese won it finally. Also, they kind of gave it to him
Yeah.
for a, you know, less than stellar movie, but it was still, he got it for his body of work,
Yeah.
not for that particular movie. You know what I mean?
Like, I know...
Like, I can't remember what the movie was. I think it was The Departed, but I can't remember.
I can see it. I don't think
But
I don't think it's his worst, but I don't think it's his
not,
best.
Goodfellas is his best movie ever,
Yeah.
hands down.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, Goodfellas, that was the shit.
Departed was probably
Casi-
top 5.
Casino was good, but Heat I liked a lot. That wasn't Scorsese. I like Heat more than like Casino, but I mean the guy, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, one of my favorite Scorsese movies. Probably the least known in the world is called The King of Comedy.
I've heard of that.
Watch it. It'll change your life. It'll change your life and change the way you think about Robert De Niro. It'll change your thing because Robert
Dirty
De Niro.
Grandpa changed my way of how I think about Robert De Niro.
Yeah, but see, that movie was like, to me, that movie was that's De Niro doing an impression of De Niro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's some old guy that looks like De Niro doing his best De Niro impression so he can get a paycheck. That's all fucking De Niro does anymore. And I'm so pissed at him. You know what I'm saying? Because the Falkers, you know, the whole Meet the Parents thing, that was fun and everything. But every movie after that, he started doing an impression of himself. You know?
Yeah.
Did you ever see Showtime with him and Eddie Murphy? One of the worst fucking movies ever. Don't watch that shit. I watch it and laugh, but for the wrong reasons. It's supposed to be a comedy, but it's like Eddie Murphy and Robert De Niro and a buddy cop. What? Who sold this shit? But what was funny is, like, De Niro in the King of Comedy is just so fucking awkward. It's just unreal. The gist of the story is Jerry Lewis is in it, and he plays a talk show host, a la, well, at the time it was Johnny Carson, but he's like
Larry King?
No, more like Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel. He's a late night guy. You know what I mean, just like talk show, blah blah blah. And then anyway, what was it? Oh yeah, so they basically, him and this other girl, Sandra Bernhardt, who's another old-time comic. So Rupert Pupkin is De Niro's character. They kidnap Jerry Lewis. Okay, and that's all I'm telling you about the movie. I'm not gonna say so that right there, and they kidnap him because Rupert Pupkin wants a spot on the show. So in order to get a spot on the show, he kidnaps the guy.
That's great.
So then that's all you need to know to go and rent the fucking movie. It's beautiful. It's great. And it's
Get with the time.
And it's
streaming.
Whatever. Go get it. Go stream it. Go download it. Go fucking Pirate Bay it. Fuck. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Get with the times. Fuck you.
I love when I hear people say sayings that don't have any relevancy anymore. Like roll down the window. Like I love when I hear people say that.
Flipping that switch, it doesn't roll the window down?
it moves it down.
Yeah.
It doesn't roll it up. It just moves it. There's no crank mechanism to where you're making a rolling movement.
Oh my god. Oh, so you're being Captain Literal over here.
Yeah.
I get it. So, okay.
Like, I miss hearing hang up the phone, I'm trying to get on AOL. Like, that, to me...
You never heard that.
Yes, I did.
You're 22. When did you hear that? When you were 6 months old?
When I was 6 years old.
You're 22.
Yeah.
How old, what year were you 6? What year was that?
2000.
Order 522, chicken noodle, and
Is that right?
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese.
16 plus 6 is 22. Yeah, okay. Shit.
Your math works out. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking, I'm like, fuck, that's a long time ago, bro. I was in New York.
I was in New Jersey.
I had already been in New York for 2 years at that point. I was there for the fucking Y2K. I was in Times Square. No, I was working New Year's Eve, 1999 and 2000, and I made $2,000 that night. Okay, in one night I made $2,000 because I worked for this entertainment company, and they closed Times Square and its surrounding area down at a certain time. So we had to go load out. We had to go set up our equipment at these different venues throughout the city. We had three venues, and then me and my buddy who were unloading all the equipment, we were working another party. So we had to go set up all these other setups. Then go set up ours. Ours went an hour overtime, which we got to split the money on, and they paid cash. So then we had to go pick up all the equipment, take it back to the office, and we got paid so much money. Oh my god. But I still remember the reason we got paid so much money because it was the fucking Y2K scare.
Because nobody cared about it anymore.
Well, everybody thought that it was the end of the fucking world. Y2K, oh my god, the computers are all gonna shut. Oh, it's all gonna fucking, yeah. And it was nothing. Then nothing happened. Nothing fucking bad happened. And that's why, after Y2K, nothing scares me. Nothing. Like, I don't give a fuck about Zika. I don't give a shit about swine flu. Fucking, I don't give a shit if you give me Chinese ass fucking enema. I don't know. I got nothing.
Well, when you lived in New York, you also were there for 9/11, weren't you?
I was there for 9/11. I was there for the blackout. I was there for fucking, remember the blackout? Were you there for that?
When was that?
2005?
I don't remember the blackout.
Okay, well, the entire, from Pennsylvania, pretty much Pennsylvania,
Was that
all the way
3 Mile
down.
Island?
No, that was the 80s, bro. From Pennsylvania all the way down, the lights went out. The grid shut down. And this was...
I might not have been old enough to care at that point.
2005. You were 6 in 2000.
I was 11.
You were 11. So you might have fucking cared because video games wouldn't have been on.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I might have blacked that out.
Well, all I know is I was in Pennsylvania when it happened because I was working for this entertainment company, and we were doing a party for these kids up at a camp, you know, and it was summertime, so we were coming back, and the power went out all the way up there. We couldn't, to the point where we couldn't turn the music on because we were DJing and we couldn't turn the music on. We couldn't do anything because the power had gone out, and we were getting reports. We were trying to figure out what the hell was going on with it because we had cell phones. We didn't have smartphones back then, so we couldn't get online, any of that shit. So we're calling the people in the city going, what's going on? Like, what? Power's out here. Power's out there? Power's out here. This is a fucking terrorist thing? Oh shit. Because everybody's a terrorist expert by 2005 after 9/11. You know what I mean? Everybody's a terrorist expert. So, I mean, we got to keep in mind, MySpace was still a thing. All right? So, this is where Facebook really took off, you know? So then, we're sitting there and we get back, pack everything up, we drive back to the city, get in the city, and it's dark.
Oh,
it is. I mean, Broadway is blackened, okay? There's not a light on.
I can't imagine what Times Square would look like dark.
Dude, the whole city was shut down, bro. The only lights you had were the lights of the cars going by. That's all. So we get to the point where we're driving back on 29th Street, so that's where our warehouse was. We turned the corner, we caught a dude blowing another dude. I mean, that's how dark it was that people felt comfortable to give another dude a blowjob. You know what I mean? Like hey, it's dark. Let me suck you off right here. You know what I mean? That's basically how it went down. So we come around the corner, we put our shit away. I went home. I went back. I lived down on the Lower East Side, man, and over by what they used to call Needle Park, or just called Tompkins Square. But used to go. I went home, and dude, people weren't in their houses. They were outside. There was no AC. People came outside to stay cool. They were sleeping in the park. They're camping in the park because there was no, Yeah. And then of course, you had people with fucking, generators and shit like that, turning music on, the fucking party, and Latin people, It was great. It was good, man. It was good. It was something so catastrophic could have been so awful. People could have got murdered. People were having a good time, man. It was really a refreshing thing to see in the city. Yeah. Because that had happened once before, back in I think it was 1977 or something like that. It was way back. It had happened before, and people started looting the city. Like there was just like, it was just people were.
Well, the '70s were rough for New York City. And after 9/11, I think there was like a 5-year period in New York City where everybody was like trying to be nice, and then it kind of just faded off a little bit. Because I remember going into New York City for Thanksgiving Day parade and like 04, people were, fine, but like everybody was still uptight and but I think that's a good place to cut it off. Two dudes sucking each other off in the New York City.
Well, I hope this comes out with all the even with all the 80s jams coming through loud and clear.
I think we're close enough to where it doesn't really come through that well. So
okay, well, I hope this whole thing comes out. I hope me banging on the damn table.
That's gonna come through.
That's gonna come through loud and clear. My phone was vibrating all through the damn.
I keep thinking it was my phone. I was like, oh shit, nobody's gonna hear anything.
No, it was my phone. My phone keeps vibrating. So if you heard the vibrating, I'm sorry. That was me. You heard that? That was me. I'm a horrible interviewer. So
you're probably I think Jay Alvarez up to like a point was like my favorite interview because all he would talk about is just, and I love talking to people about stories. Like I love hearing stories about, there was this time I did this thing or I was here for this event and stuff like that. I'm young. I like to hear stories. I want to know what the world was like before I got here.
I saw Biggie Smalls in Orlando on stage.
Save that for the next podcast.
Okay, I can tell you what we got enough time,
whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, so I got one story for you then. Okay. Do you ever see the show Cash Cab?
Yeah.
Or you know the big guy Ben Bailey, the driver?
Yeah.
He's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
I have a great story about him.
God.
Yes. Okay, now he doesn't drink anymore. He used to drink heavily. And in order for a big man like that to drink heavily, it was a lot.
Yes.
So, if you've ever seen Ben, he's about 6'6", and he's got a deep, booming voice like this. He'll put you in your place. Right? It's very, very manly. Very scary dude if you don't know him. So he'd been drinking, and there was this guy. This was at the Comedy Cellar in New York, and there was every comic that had gone up before him. There was one guy that was just heckling, and they hadn't thrown him out or anything yet, But Ben had enough. So he gets up there and he goes, you're going to sit there, you're going to shut up, you're going to let me get through my material. And if you open your mouth, even once, I'm going to pick you up by your throat, I'm going to put you in that bathroom, and you're not going to be allowed to come out until I'm done with my set. And people are laughing at this, and he's like, I'm not joking. Because that's kind of his voice, you know what I mean? I'm not joking. So everybody's kind of laughing. This guy's laughing. So he goes to his material, and he gets to this one joke, and the guy steps on his punchline. He's like, all right, I warned you. He goes over, picks the dude up, throws him in the bathroom, shuts the door, is like, no, don't come out till I'm done. Gets up on the mic, finishes his set, and this is the best part. Every once in a while, he'd look over there and go, "I'm not done yet," and the guy, you'd see the door shut. so then he goes, he gets done, right? He gets off stage, and the comics are in the back going, "Dude, you should probably get in a cab and get the fuck out of here. I'm pretty sure that was kidnapping. Pretty sure you're holding somebody against their will over there. And I'm pretty sure that motherfucker, as soon as he's done, as soon as he gets out of that bathroom, he's going to find a cop and he's coming for you. So you should probably get a fucking cab and get the fuck out of here." He's like, all right. So he did. He got a cab, he left. Now the guy does come out, he leaves, comes back with a cop, goes into what's called the Olive Tree, which is the restaurant right above the Comedy Cellar. And he goes over to the comics table, and he goes, "There he is. There he is, officer." Now, the comic that was sitting there was bald, just like Ben Bailey. But then he turns around, and he stands up, and it was David Tell. I haven't realized, okay, David Tell is 5'5" on a good day. Okay? Ben Bailey's 6'6". The guy we're in question that got picked up by his throat was at least 5'10".
Yeah.
So the cop looks at David Tell, looks at the guy who's reporting it, looks back at David Tell and says, "Sir, I'm going to need you to go home now, otherwise I'm going to have to arrest you for being drunk in public."
Oh.
Yeah. So then that was the end of that story. So Ben Bailey basically got off scot-free for kidnapping a dude in the middle of his comedy set. So, was that a good story?
Yeah, that's a good story.
All right.
That's funny. Especially because it's David Tell.
Yeah, it was David Tell, yeah.
All right.
You got a sign-off thing you're going to do now?
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody. That was Cappuccino Cunnilingus, episode 23. I think I did my math right. That's episode 23.
Like Jordan.
Sure. Old references.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Oh, really? Old references? He's still alive. And he's still relevant. Everybody brings him up in the fucking LeBron James discussion.
Well, you know what?
He's still relevant.
I haven't watched the original Space Jam. I'm not going to watch this one with LeBron James.
That's only a fraction of his legacy. That's when he played baseball in Birmingham. It doesn't fucking matter.
Duncan Jay, you've been a wonderful guest. Hope to have you on again.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, people.